Hey guys, so it's Saturday. Today was a dope day. I got my second tattoo, so I spent a lot of today getting that tattoo. It's a cougar, a mountain lion, around the moose I got before. And something I thought this morning and then into the tattoo and throughout the session was kind of the idea, and based upon a conversation I had with a friend, of two particular skills that I would say we probably don't look at as skills and look at them as potentially more as characteristics. At least I did in the past, and kind of lose focus of the fact that they're skills and you can improve them with work, with some progressive overload, the same way as weightlifting, the same way as running, the same way as really any other skill that you can improve. And those two often confused skills are focus and self-control. So characteristically, in the past, I think I would describe myself as lacking self-control or struggling with focus. I think a lot of people do this, but realistically, I would say these are more correctly described likely as skills, right? You can improve both of these things just with some dedicated effort. In particular, this morning, I was thinking for myself, of focus and taking some time out of every day to set down the distractions and set aside the distractions, social media or just your phone in general, and the ability to pick it up and spend time entertaining yourself versus necessarily focusing and thinking through some of your problems, developing some solutions versus the struggles that you might be facing, or just distractions in general. And sometimes that could be alcohol, sometimes that could be exercise in general. Like each of those could be distracting you if you don't focus and focus on your struggles and your feelings and some of the things that you might need to get through to get to the next chapter of your life. And these distractions do exactly that, right? They take you away from it, but they don't progress you through it. And so in the past, I've been stuck in various states. I've plateaued or been stuck with struggles. Now, I didn't just sit in them and feel them and work through them. I would distract myself on social media, going out drinking, going out eating, all sorts of distractions that you could come up with, really, instead of just focusing on and moving through the things that could be difficult and uncomfortable. And I think another one would be self-control, right? And I think these two are often very related, and I made the analogy this morning, considering them to be like muscles, right? They just need to be exercised. Both of these skills, I believe, need to be exercised. For focus, one of the things that I've changed recently to help me exercise my focus is I did get a Garmin watch for training, and for a while it was connected to my phone. I would receive notifications on there, calls, texts, messages, app notifications, and I turned that off. I turned all of that connection off. So it still syncs with Garmin Connect and tracks my training and tracks my health stats, like heart rate variance, tracks my sleep. All these things are very useful, but it was easy to get distracted anytime a notification would pop up, right? Or anytime you get a message, anytime you get an email, anytime you get a DM, or anytime somebody would post something and it would let you know that. And so I turned that off, and that's helped greatly in order for me to focus on the different things that I really wanted to focus on, and the things that where I really wanted to put my attention instead of getting distracted all the time. I've heard of actually taking and doing airplane sessions, like turning your phone into airplane mode, or maybe even not even having your phone. And I think that's something I'm going to introduce as well, just to get away from, I heard it said today, is just basically cable television in your pocket, right? On demand, you can distract yourself in any number of ways. Games, videos, social media, all the above, right? And self-control, like each of these things, I think progressively is important to overload them and improve them. So I'll be working on my focus. I urge my friend to work on self-control, right? I believe my self-control's gotten a lot better, but that's been through exercise of that skill. And progressive overload my recommendation alongside anything else, like I had said, is start very small, start very easy, like win, and make it easy to do. If it's difficult to do and you lack discipline, then you are not going to do it. Like, you need to take time to build up your discipline, take time to build up your self-control, and I believe I'll take time to build up my focus. If I go out and say, I'm going to ignore all my distractions or not allow distractions to get the better of me 100% of the time, and right now that it's a much higher percentage, then I'm going to fail. And I might view it that way, and I might say, this isn't worth it, when instead I can make progress. So reduce it 10%, 20%. Even though I consider myself to be very good at change and I can take big steps pretty quickly, I still think, and maybe that's something that I developed over time, right? So my advice to you, if you're looking to change or improve a skill, is to start really small and build some consistency and build some wins, and then increase volume and intensity. This is going to be a repetitive theme in a number of areas. I think it's applicable in all areas of life. So start with a very, very, very almost ridiculously easy level of achievement or goal, and understand that that's just the first step, right? You might have a massive goal, but you can break it down into these manageable chunks, and you can make improvements week by week, day by day, month by month, and in a year be quite different. I think they attribute it to Bill Gates that said that you overestimate what you can accomplish in a year and underestimate what you can accomplish in a decade. So if we lengthen that time horizon, then we will likely have way more success in any realm that we pursue if we just remain consistent and keep doing it and achieve and get those compound gains. So that's what I got for today. Upcoming, I'll probably show off the tattoo once it heals up. I appreciate y'all. Have a safe day.